Hey, everybody, good morning. Actually, afternoon. I'm sorry again. My apologies. I'm a little slow. Today's relocation services with real estate planning. My name is Ihara. I am the leader of KW Real Estate Planner. For those who don't know, it's a new community here in KW in our eco culture. And I also run a team. My wife and I, Julie, is on the call as well. And so we run a large team here in Honolulu, actually the #1 Keller Williams team in Hawaii. And I've also been part of Gary Keller's mastermind group for over a decade now. So I've been very blessed to grow our business and with a specific model of serving an older adult and their family. Today, we're going to talk about how to do that with senior relocation, right? Well, I want to start with the opportunity. Right now, there's 10,000 older adults turning the age of 65 every single day. 10,000 of us every day. And 2.1 million older adults are going to pass away each year, and 80% of them own real estate. That's 1.68 million potential listings hitting the market just in this age bracket. Consider also that 2.2 million older adults are going to move every year. After retirement, typically that happens. They get up and they transition to somewhere else, right? So potentially almost 4 million potential listings. NAR tells us that 50% of all current listings are baby boomers. Right, currently. But what's going to happen is that's going to continue to grow as this demographic grows. So what about senior relocation services? Well, it's because at some point, that person, their home's not going to work for them, right? It's not going to be appropriate. So if you got good, or when you get good at helping them find another option, finding them a new home, you're going to get that listing. It's that simple, right? So what we teach you is how to gather information, what information you're looking for, how to create relationships, how to build referral partners from retirement communities, how to do seminars there. All of these is a model that we've built that we come and teach you on in this division. People are going to start calling you for advice because you have answers that most don't have. Older adults, they don't know where to go. You know, we have done seminars for the government, elderly affairs division, the adult and protective services. All these groups are calling us now because they know we have information for people that call them. Sellers are also going to know that you care because you're going to come in not saying that I want to put a sign in the ground and say sign the listing and get my commission. It's about how do I help them transition. And this is where you can come in. This is not for everybody. This is a lot of work. You have to have a heart to do it because there's some work that's going to be involved to help somebody, an older adult, transition. That's not common for a younger adult. And then you're going to secure more listings. You're going to build a model around, as many people have in the marketplace, built models around serving and helping people relocate. We're going to teach you how to build this shift-proof niche. Now, this niche does not matter if the interest rates are high or low. It does not matter if the economy is strong or weak, because there will always be an older adult transitioning, right? It's all about time, and it doesn't matter. When we started in this business in 2005, we had the biggest downturn in history in 7, 8, and 9. And many of you who had your license back then know how it was and how hard it was. Well, in our business, Julie and I, our business kept growing, and we didn't feel the impact of that because we served a niche that was not contingent on interest rates or economy. Right? And you're going to build referrals from this trusted network that we're going to teach you how to build. If you learn one thing from today, what you want to do is add to your listing agreement or your listing prezo is 3 questions. Who's your trust attorney? Who's your CPA? And who's your financial planner? And if you don't currently ask those questions, those are the trusted advisors of anybody that has wealth, right? Because they will have them all, right? And they will, after they meet with you, they might go and talk to them, right? What we started doing when we were early on in our career was to call those people, and that was our call list. Today, 18 years later, I know almost most of the financial planners, trust attorneys, and CPAs, and they certainly know who we are, right? And we're going to build a larger lead funnel before any other agent, right? So why are they downsizing and moving? Well, because of physical challenge and mental challenges, right? We're gonna get older, that's gonna happen. They're gonna sell to pay for long-term care needs. And then there's family dynamics that show up where they want to sell and move in with family, right? The kids move and then they have kids. Now the grandkids are here and grandma wants to see the granddaughter, right? So common. And this home is just sometimes it's too big or too much work to maintain. So what they're doing is they're selling their property and they're buying or renting something smaller. They're downsizing because they don't need the space any longer, right? Many are moving into retirement communities, and that's the model that we built 17 years ago when we started this. And we moved in, gosh, in one building, 100 units, 100 families out of 180 units in that building. And we continue to fill it. And when you want to move into a lower cost of living, some are moving from the coast of our country where it's expensive to warmer, less expensive markets, Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, right? They want to live in warmer climates, right? Or they want to be closer to family and care. There are so many reasons why this transition is happening. And ladies and gentlemen, we're on the brink of the largest transition of wealth in America. The last transition was $7 trillion. It'll be $70 trillion of wealth being transferred in this next generation as baby boomers and their parents pass on. So you're going to want to understand the market at a really high level to understand the problems that come up so you can bring the solutions. Right? There's two types of retirement communities out there. Generally speaking, there's month-to-month rentals in this thing called CCRCs, continuing care retirement communities, where you pay a large lump sum upfront fee. These are not deeded, these are rentals. Even the CCRC is not deeded typically. There are some CCRCs that are deeded, but not very many, right? So the vast majority of retirement communities, if you do this one thing today after this call, go to Google and put in retirement communities near me, you're going to see how many there are. There's many more than you can imagine. What you want to understand is there's 3 levels of care, right? You have independent living. That's what you and I are. We're able-bodied. We can do anything we want. Assisted living means they need some level of assistance, typically moving, transferring, walking, things like that. So there's something you also want to know, and we teach you is ADLs, activities of daily living. And in this community, in this industry of older adults, they use that term a lot, ADLs. Bathing, dressing, grooming, toileting, continence, mobility are the ADLs. And if you have long-term care insurance, it covers and reimburses for that level of care up to the limit of your contract. So understanding how to pay for things is the long-term care plan, right? And then skilled nursing facilities. This is the only time you use the word facility. If it's independent or assisted living, you're using the word community, right? Because communities do not like the word facility. Facility is as if you don't have a choice, right? So skilled nursing facilities are there. And then memory care covers all levels of care because it's cognitive, right? Not physical, right? And that's going to be the biggest challenge we're all going to have is there's not going to be enough beds for all of us in the memory care because technology today is keeping us alive longer. And they can do that with our bodies. They can't do that with our head, with our brain. We are responsible for that. So these are the kind of conversations we have with older adults so that they understand that we understand them, right? We understand we understand what they're going to go through or what they're going through and how to help them with that. The solutions by which they can choose, but now you're the guy that's providing the options for them. We call that senior living options. Right? So what's the problem? The home doesn't work any longer and they have to move. They just have to, right? And so what you want to do is be the complete solution where you help them find the home. Well, in order to do that, you need to know what the options are. So there's a whole model around the call to the retirement communities. And then when you get to the retirement communities, how do you show up? What are the questions you ask? There's a spreadsheet of things to fill out to use it as a comparable because each one's going to have its own unique value proposition. And I tell people, my job is to be the matchmaker, right? Right. The matchmaker between the client, the senior, and the retirement community. So and help them process with the change of life. Their things, their stuff is the most problematic part of the process. So number 3 and 4 is really 2, 3, and 4 is really solved by an association called the National Association of Senior Move Managers, NASMM. Go to that .org and put in your zip code. You'll find them all that's there. And we are now part of KW Real Estate Planner is creating a relationship with that national association so that we can provide leads to each other, right? We can support each other, and it'll be a relationship unlike anything else they've ever had. Because I used to own one. I had a senior move management company for 14 years, right? I know these people. I know what they go through. They have a heart of gold, right? And they see realtors as bad people, greedy people, money hungry people. And I'm going to bridge that gap. And that's what we're doing in our community. So when you join our community, there's a likelihood that you're going to have a channel of leads that come from this relationship, right? And then you want to prepare the property for sale. Make sure you have solutions for anything: kitchens, bath, paint, flooring, roof, gutters, landscape, pool, anything that has a problem, you have a solution for, and you'll get the solution to it, right? And then communicating and advocating with them in the way that they want to be communicated with, right? Because remember, some of these folks, you're not going to do a DocuSign. You're going to be driving over to their house and having them sign it. You're not going to be communicating by text or email. You're going to pick up the phone or drive up to their house and get them to sign it. So just know that it's a different market, and we have to love and appreciate it because there's nothing we can do about it, frankly. Anyways, and then collaborate with the trusted advisors, and that's really what we teach you: how to build this network that's massive, that you can have 30 to 60% of your business coming from, right? And we say that the sale of the property is just a byproduct of the services we provide, right? This is what makes us different. The real estate planners are different because it's not transactional, it's relational. It's providing solutions to people's problems. And that's what makes us different. Because the sellers only have 3 questions. Their criteria is: do I like them? Do I trust them? And do I believe they can help me? That's the most important thing, because most people are likable. Many of you are trustworthy. But do they believe they can help you? Now, there aren't that many people that can, because they don't have a model around it. We're teaching you how to, you don't have to figure it out. We've figured it out already. We give you the playbook of how to show up, the question to ask. What do you do with that? How do you position it? We even do strategy sessions. In our community, in the next 2 weeks, we're going to teach you how to do a strategy session with your clients to help them understand the best things for them to do. Yep. So the goal is to secure more listings with a wealthy older adult. Pretty simple, right? And what we're going to do is, along the way, we're going to build a network and a database, and then you become the real estate planner. That is the SM next to it, which is a service mark. We are in the process of trademarking that. And so when we're done, which should be soon, within the next month or so, that we pass the last question, we will be able to lock the words real estate planner down to the United States to just people in our community, right? And we're really excited about that. What is a real estate planner? It's a licensed real estate agent who is certified and has the knowledge, training, and experience to compassionately guide a real estate owner in ways to create generational wealth, minimize taxes, and facilitate the goals of the family. This is who we are. There's going on 500 of us now all over the country that are providing a higher level of service, higher level of care. And when you do that, guess what happens? Your business grows. Yeah. So what we're going to do is help elevate your business to a higher level, because we want you seen not as a transactional agent, but the relational consultant, seen similar to a financial planner, a CPA, and a trust attorney. Right? We want you to be the trusted consultant, which will attract you leads from these trusted advisors, provide solutions to problems that the wealthy are going to encounter. In particular, capital gains taxes. We have a whole section on 1031 exchange. And then create customized strategy to manage their real estate portfolio. You know, our mission in our community is to build a community of real estate planners that facilitate conversations, provide solutions, execute plans to build generational wealth, and that accomplish the goals of the family. Our vision is to be the community that elevates our agents to real estate planners that serve families at a high level. And our values is sharing knowledge and empathy, sharing in our experiences with each other and conversations that empower our agents. The knowledge, having solutions to challenges that happen within real estate. And then empathy, the heart to serve our clients' best interests before our own. Okay. And then our belief is we believe in the power of curiosity over judgment, and that a guided self-discovery can instill forward movement for people. Right. And so what we focus on most of in our community is the question that we want to ask to help somebody self-discover their best path. And then real estate planners thinks like a consultant and acts like a shepherd. It focuses on the activities of the needs of the family as it builds generational wealth. So as we mentioned earlier, it's really about the conversations and questions that's going to lead to an appointment and agreement. We break that down into your benefits of training. There's 6 different divisions today. Actually, there's one that's missing. We have to update the slide. Senior relocation services, we do that for 3 months. Every single week, every Thursday, there's a training or a mastermind, and every Monday, there's a role play around the conversation that you want to get good at so that you can get another appointment or agreement, right? 1031 exchange is also 3 months. Then we use Delaware Statutory Trust, DSTs, something that most don't know about, but is one of the best solutions for an older adult that doesn't want investment properties, doesn't want to pay capital gains taxes, and doesn't want a family dispute, and is happy with 4% return on their money, right? And doesn't have to worry about it. Okay. So great solution. We've been using that for years, and it has got us a lot of listings. Trust sales and probate sales. Why? Because there's going to be 1.68 million listings that'll hit the market in the form of either a trust sale or a probate sale. And the last one that we're just adding this year that has not been formalized yet is divorce. Divorce is going to be entering our community as a real estate planner because you have to plan through the divorce. You have to plan to create a better life after something that happens such as a divorce. And then in our group, we have a private Facebook group. There's constant chats, there's constant networking, and people asking questions and people answering and people sharing examples of what they're doing. It's an exciting and vibrant group, also where they share referrals as well. We provide you the social media tiles. We provide you the slide decks to do everything that we're doing. You even get a video of me presenting on all of these things. Our goal is to help duplicate what we've found success in for you, wherever you are, fast and easy, not take 18 years to build, right? You're going to build this in 18 months, right? You're going to be able to if you put enough focus into this, to really be able to get listings within the next 90 days. Okay. And a lot of that's just the conversations you're having. We do have requirements. There's a minimum of 75,000 GCI for the last rolling 12 months and 2 years of active license in good standing. Now, we do have a limit of 5% of the market center that will be applied. If you have an interest in it, you may want to take out your phone and click on the QR code, because that will get you to the link that has all Q&A things and the website and pretty much everything you want to learn about our community. Yeah. So we also have a group coaching class called Securing Listings with the Wealthy. So if you don't qualify for the community, this is your best option. Is we take everything that we teach and we bring it down into 4 weeks, right? Each week is 1 hour. And we break down understanding the opportunity with the wealthy older adult. And then we talk deeper into becoming a senior relocation specialist. Then we talk about 1031 exchange and DSTs and legacy planning. And lastly, we roll up with gaining knowledge of wills, trusts, and probate so that you can get listings. Right? Everything that we do, ladies and gentlemen, is focused on one thing: getting listings. And what we do know is getting listings is contingent on 2 things: getting an appointment and getting an agreement. And that's what we narrowly focus the conversation on, right? We keep it simple. This is not fancy. This is practical. because we've closed over 1,400 transactions today and almost $1 billion of real estate through a model that provides a lot of referrals to us. And we're here sharing that with you. So, and oh yeah, and the whole classes starts on November 1st, and it's $199 one-time fee. So if you're interested in that, click on that as well. I think that's it for me. Do we have any questions before now? If you want to reach me, that's how you get me.
And I do.
Yes.
Hi, it's Barbara Radke. I had a question. Where are you at with NASMM, and are you hitting any roadblocks?
No, I'm actually teaching a class for them. We're going to go to Kansas City. We're going to have a booth there right next to the moving company. I can't remember the name. That's in November 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. We'll be there, yeah?
Next to Vita.
I'm sorry?
Oh, we'll be
We're next to Wheaton. Wheaton is a moving company, but we'll be in Kansas City at a NASM convention for 5 days in November. I'm also teaching a class, I think it's next week, to all the members.
Okay, and I was just with the president yesterday, you know, of the board of directors with them. So if you end up needing, you know, to put together a meeting or anything, you can always let me know.
Who is that?
Marty Stevens Hebner.
Yeah. And what did you hear?
No, I had lunch with her yesterday.
Okay.
And so I was just saying, I was kind of curious. I didn't realize that you guys were working on trying to put something together with them. So I was just saying, if you need any help, let me know.
Oh yeah, definitely, Barbara. Appreciate that. Let me make sure.
Hi, Dan.
Yes.
Hi, Jimmy Stewart. Is that fee $199? Is that the registration fee? Is there any other cost?
No. You're talking about the $199 for what? The group coaching?
Well, I see
Or
$199.
community or the community.
Yeah, for the community
Oh, so the community is $199 a month.
per month. Okay, I see. I see
Yeah,
it now.
the class is $199 one time because it's only 4 hours. The community, you'll get 8 hours a month, along with the network, along with the portal. The portal is going to be the most valuable thing that you'll have because that's where all the information is located.
Okay. Yeah, I also put a comment in the chat too for you.
When
Okay.
you join the community, do you also get discounts on other KW like programs?
Not to my knowledge, no.
No. And all the lead generation is really teaching us how to do our lead generation.
Yep.
It's not like I know KW Relocation actually provides relocation leads, but it's like 50%.
Yeah, no, we don't take any percentage from you. Our goal is to teach you how to fish, not to fish for you. Now, the fishing for you comes from the referral network, right? So we're building referral networks with people that like for NASM, for example, as Barbara mentioned, right? Because there's their perspective of realtors is bad. They don't like realtors. Realtors are bad people. They're money hungry and they're highly transactional. And that's because that's where many are. People in our community, though, we don't attract that type. We attract people that really care for another human being. And once they learn that there's a community that's trained how to serve this older adult, how to understand their problems and provide solutions to that, then I believe that they're going to see a liking into this relationship. In particular, if we help them get licensed and they get paid for the referral, 25% referral fee. Right? So we're trying to build a conduit by which everybody wins in this relationship. Right? The client wins, senior management company wins, the realtor wins, the retirement community wins. Everybody wins. Right?
So when you say a wealthy older, like how would you define that?
Anybody that owns real estate wealth. And you can define wealth any way you like. In my world, it's $1 million a month. But everybody gets to choose. in your market space, who owns the most amount of real estate? Because what you're looking for is listings, right? If the goal is to get listings, who has them? It's the people who own real estate. Did you know that the average real estate investor has 3 properties? And did you know that 34% of all households are rentals? So that's why we focus on the 1031 exchange, because that's what we do to help people build, protect, and transfer wealth. And that's a whole division that we've been looking at. Sorry. Anyways, any other questions we can help with? Otherwise, I think I've expired my time.
You know, have you ever put like Medicare? What about Medicare trusts in there?
Yeah. So we do partner with Medicare as well. But the wealthy, well, it's Medicaid typically, not Medicare. Right? Medicare is the insurance. Medicaid is different.
Right.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I always get those two. I don't know why. I have a mental block with that.
I do classes for Medicaid and Medicare companies as well. Right. So when you understand this information and then you can deliver it in a way that can show to people that you have knowledge to help people, then you're no longer transactional, right? Because it's really about providing a solution to a problem, not making money. Making money is a byproduct of everything we do, right? And that's what happens when you do the right thing, focused on serving a problem, providing a solution to that. Okay, well, if not, if no other questions, did I miss anything? Yes. Is there a certificate program through the planner? Yes. Every division has a test and a certification. Right. There's also a probate certification as well. Okay. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, I'm not sure if I missed anything. I think we're good. This is 9:28, bottom of the hour. Everybody have a great day and look forward to seeing how we can help you. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.